Welcome to ACC Student News, the news students can use. I'm Sasha.
And I'm Kaden. Here are this week's stories.
Greenlanders are overwhelmingly responding to Trump's statement of adding their country to the United States of America. An opinion poll showed that 85% of Greenlanders do not, with nearly half saying that they are taking Trump's statement as a threat.
Deadly shootings at a local supermarket leaves 3 dead and 2 police injured. A lone gunman fired numerous shots on a teen employee and customer of Martin's supermarket. The gunman was identified as Juan Sanchez. He was said to be harassing 19-year-old employee Annalise Rocha for a few weeks after shooting 2 Sanchez exited the store to be met by 2 Elkhart police officers. He then proceeded to shoot at the officers multiple times. The 2 officers were hit by were able to fatally shot Sanchez, ending the chaos. Both officers are in recovery. Employee Rocha and customer Jeffrey died from their injuries.
After only being in office for 11 days, President Donald Trump has signed the Laken-Riley Act. This act gives federal authorities power to deport illegal immigrants who have been accused of crimes. He plans to send the immigrants to Guantanamo Bay in Cuba and has been sent out ICE and Border Patrol agents to deport people with criminal backgrounds. And those also in the U.S. illegally could be subject to deportations.
The former daytime talk show host Dr. Phil Jones authorizes in the mass deportation operation in Chicago. Phil McGraw, also known as Dr. Phil, joins Tom Homan and a group of agents in the ICE raids on Sunday. Dr. Phil participates in ICE raids with highly valuable targets in mind, saying, "Know that because I've been heading into this, they've identified 270 high-value targets, and what I mean by that is that these are known as criminals and terrorists." Dr. Phil and deportation operations have captured around 1,000 immigrants in Chicago.
The Trump administration announced that they were going to call back the widespread freeze on most federal grants and loans just one day after facing criticism. The order would put a pause on federal-funded programs that were related to obligation or disbursement of federal financial assistance, such as foreign and non-governmental organizations. DEI woke gender ideology and the Green New Deal, and it was meant to allow the Trump administration to review which programs were consistent with Trump's agenda. This order was temporarily halted by a federal district judge. That's all we have for this half of the news. Be sure to stick around the break for more news.
News.
28 bodies from a plane crash in D.C. have been recovered after a plane carrying figure skaters collided with an Army helicopter. There were 60 passengers and 4 crew members on the American Airlines and their soldiers aboard a Black Hawk helicopter. The U.S. Figure Skating Association confirmed that the plane included several of its members who had attended a prestigious training camp for novice and intermediate skaters in Kansas. There were also Russian-born figure skaters with other Russian citizens. An investigation into the collision is still underway.
A new Chinese AI called DeepSeek has dominated app charts after its recent drop because of its new chatbot ability. DeepSeek is able to answer any restricted question that can reveal China's private information. As a result of this app, stock took a historic 17% plunge and erased approximately $600 billion in market capitalization after the launch of the new app. Although market analysts have expressed some feelings that the market plunge was a bit overdramatic and nothing to worry about.
Meta has agreed to pay President Donald Trump $25 million to settle a federal lawsuit from 2021 alleging First Amendment violations. That year, the company had suspended him from Facebook and Instagram after the attack on the Capitol. The payout resolves the suit Trump filed against Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg and allegedly engaging in impermissible censorship by removing the president from the social media platforms. The company official said about $22 million of the settlement will be directed to Trump's presidential library, with the reset going toward legal fees and the other plaintiffs that joined Trump in suing.
The Indiana Senate has voted to pass a new bill that will ban unlawful radio frequency jamming throughout the state. In a vote 49-0, the Senate established that it is now a level 5 felony to disrupt signals. Under this bill, a person who operates, manufactures, buys, sells, or transfers a device designed to block, interfere with, or overpower wireless phone or radio signal commits unlawful radio frequency jamming. This means that business and healthcare providers that use cell phone jammers in their building will no longer be permitted to do so after June 13th. The reasoning behind this is the use of those devices to disable home security systems.
The Indiana governor is promising full support for all federal efforts to identify and remove individuals lacking legal permission to reside or work in Indiana. And the U.S. Governor Mike Brann is urging local police agencies to partner with ICE so local police officers can, as immigration officers, with the authority to investigate, apprehend, or detain individuals, legally or unlawfully, present in the U.S. He also has instructed the Indiana's Department of Administration to reverse the state's contract language to require all vendors to confirm the legal status of their employees by using the federal E-Verify database. That's all the stories we have for this week.
Make sure to check out the rest of the videos on YouTube.
And follow us on Instagram at ACC TV Hammond.